Good day everyone and welcome back to Jack's Cosplay. My name is Jax and I do cosplay. Or at least I normally do cosplay. As you can see today it is Error 404 Cosplay Not Found. Thank you so much for watching this video. In today's video we are going to be taking a look at 10 top tips for beginner cosplayers. Now before I get started, I just want to say that I am in no ways an expert on the world of cosplay or one of the best cosplayers out there. This is just a few things I have picked up over the years that I would have liked to have known when I started out cosplaying back in 2014. Now if there's any other cosplayers out there watching this who think I've maybe missed a few tips or anything like that, feel free to pop them down below in the comments and let me know what other tips you think are out there that beginner cosplayers should know. And yeah, so that everyone can learn from this experience. So my first top tip for beginner cosplayers is choose a character that you love. Choosing a character that you love is super important to starting out cosplay, because it means that when you're spending hours working on that cosplay, feeling like you may not get it finished, because it is a character that you love, you will feel more motivated to finish that cosplay, because it is a character that you love from a film or series or anime or manga or whatever it is that you're super passionate about. So definitely choose a character that you love. My next top tip is do as much planning as you possibly can for your cosplay. Now I am working on another video on how to completely plan a cosplay from A to Z, which I will be putting on my channel. So if you're interested in seeing that video, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can be notified when I upload that video about how to completely plan a cosplay. But yeah, planning a cosplay is super important. It gives you a complete roadmap when you start of what you need to do, what you need to get done, the order, the different materials you need, and all the stuff that will make your life easier when putting together your cosplay. My next tip is mostly for cosplayers that are under the age of 18, and that is avoid cosplaying characters from not safe for work source materials. And the main reason why I say that is because if you're cosplaying a character from NSFW material, it may alter how other convention goers or cosplayers perceive you. And it may lead to some unfortunate circumstances. So if you want to cosplay a character that is from an NSFW material, I advise that you wait until you are over the age of 18 or 21 or whatever the age is in your country, just so that you can be extra safe when you do cosplay that character. My next tip is be practical about your cosplay. And what I mean by that is always favor comfort over screen accuracy. So if you're going to a convention for maybe 5 hours or 8 hours, you don't want to be walking around with a pair of giant wings on your back for the entire day, because the next day your back is going to be killing you. Also, things such as the kind of shoes that you wear to a convention. Always make sure to wear in your shoes before going to a convention, and make sure that you can walk in those shoes for a long period of time. You don't want to be going to a convention for a couple of hours wearing 9-inch stilettos when you can barely walk in them. Another thing to keep in mind is also your props. What your props are made of, how you carry them. So you don't want to be carrying a 10-kilogram prop at a convention. It may be fun for the first 10-20 minutes, but after 5 hours your arms are going to be so painful, you're just gonna want to rip them off because you've been carrying this huge heavy prop for hours. So remember to be practical. My next tip is that all forms of cosplay are valid. Whether you have bought the cosplay, whether you have made the cosplay, whether you've had someone whether you've commissioned someone to make the cosplay for you, any form of cosplay is valid. Some people get it in their minds that people who make theirs are better than those who buy it. Some people get in mind that those who buy it are better than those who make it. Regardless of how you got your cosplay is valid. Now, once you have got your cosplay put together, you are going to want to get some photos of your cosplay, whether you're at a dedicated photo shoot or at a convention and someone asks you to take some pictures. You're going to want to know some poses for your character. So I advise that you go back to the source material where your character is from, whether it's a game, a movie, a series, an anime, a book, whatever it is, and learn some of their key poses that are essential to that character, so that when you do take photos, you can easily pull off those poses and you will get some stunning photos. The next tip is bring the right stuff to a con or a photo shoot. Now, I'm just going to go over this very briefly now, but if you want me to do a full video on how to survive a con or what to pack in a con survival kit, let me know down below in the comments and I will put together a video about how to survive a con. So very briefly, the first thing that you absolutely have to have when you go to a con is water. You need something to drink, because if you're wearing a full set of armor or a spandex suit or whatever your cosplay is, you're probably going to get hot, and you definitely do not want to get dehydrated at a convention. So water is always key. Stay hydrated. You also want to bring some snacks with you to eat when you're at the convention or the photo shoot. Now, just something to be careful of is some conventions don't allow con goers to bring snacks into the convention, but most cons, in fact almost all cons that I've been to, have at least allowed you to bring in a bottle of water to stay hydrated. So just check the rules of the con that you're attending before you show up there with like a whole picnic and they're like, oh no, sorry, you can't do that. But yeah, so if you're doing a photo shoot or something, or you're just having a casual cosplay get together that's not a convention, remember to stay hydrated and eat. The other thing that you want to bring with to a convention is you want to bring with a small sewing kit. Now, these you can generally get at like a pharmacy or a supermarket or a place like that. And the reason you want to bring that with is because 99% of cosplayers, when they're at a convention, something on their cosplay will go wrong. Perhaps it's a seam that comes undone or something that falls apart. Having a sewing kit will allow you to quickly make some adjustments or repairs on the go at the convention so that you can be back to cosplaying. My next tip is cosplay is all about reduce, reuse, and recycle. Use what you can find to make your costume or your prop. Perhaps you've got an old curtain lying around for windows that you're never going to use that curtain again. Perhaps you can make a cool cape for your costume out of that. Or perhaps you've got some old plumbing pipes that won't work for plumbing, but will make a really cool lightsaber handle. So use what you can find to make your cosplay. This will also help you save some money in the long run, as you're not buying everything completely new for your cosplay, but rather you're using what you can find. And finally, my most important tip for beginner cosplayers is block out the haters and have fun. Now, any cosplayer, regardless of their level, whether they're a beginner cosplayer or someone who's been cosplaying for 20 years, is gonna find haters or trolls. Whether it is online on places like Instagram and Facebook where you're sharing your cosplay, or at a convention, you're gonna find people telling you, oh, that's not totally screen accurate to that character, or that's such a bad character, why did you cosplay that character? The most important thing is, well, you love that character, block out the haters and have fun. Because at the end of the day, you're cosplaying for yourself, not for anyone else at a convention or online. Cosplay is all about having fun as a character that you love. And there we have it. That is my 10 tips for beginner cosplayers. If you feel like I left anything off this list, don't forget to put it in the comment section down below, and so other beginner cosplayers can see those tips and learn from those tips. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking this video and subscribing for the future cosplay content that I've got coming up. So the planning video, and if you want to see a con survival video, and I've also got some build videos coming up for different characters and stuff like that. If you want to stay up to date with other projects that I am working on, you can follow me on my Instagram, which is @jax.cosplay. And I've also got a Discord server, the Jacksonville Discord server. So if you want to join that and meet other cosplayers and gamers and people with the same interests, feel free to hit the link in the bio, or not in the bio, in the description down below. Why am I saying link in bio? This is an Instagram. So hit the link in the description and you can join that Discord server, meet other like-minded creators, and have fun. Learn from other creators, share your projects you're working on. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, this has been Jack's Cosplay.